Hi my dear student, today we will discuss chapter 2 Basic Algebra. Here we are going to discuss exercise 2.10. Determine the region in the plane determined by the inequalities. Yes. Now we will discuss about inequality. What is meant by inequality? In the equation we have equal sign. Instead of equal sign, if we may have less than or equal to, greater than or equal to comes. That is what inequality. For equation, we may have a straight line. But in case of inequality, it represents a region. For example, x equal to 0, it represents y-axis. By seeing the diagram, you can understand. If x greater than or equal to 0, see the diagram. When inequality comes, it has some region should be shaded. In this case, x is greater than or equal to 0. Your blue color region lies right of y-axis. It indicates x is greater than or equal to 0. Suppose x is less than or equal to 0. It lies left of y-axis. Seeing the diagram, the red color region represents x is less than or equal to 0. Now can you understand the difference between x greater than or equal to 0 and x less than or equal to 0. See together, blue color region represents x greater than or equal to 0. And red color region represent x less than or equal to 0. In this case, when you see these two areas does not intersect. It is a very clear picture. These two are identically different area. It never intersect. Is it clear? Suppose y equal to 0 represent x-axis. You can see the diagram, you can understand. Y is greater than or equal to 0. Your blue color region represents y greater than or equal to 0. It lies above x-axis. In this case, y value is greater than 0 or equal to 0. You wanted to shade the region above x-axis in this case. Suppose y is less than or equal to 0. It lies below x-axis. When you see the diagram, your red color region represents y less than or equal to 0. In this region, y value is less than 0 or equal to 0. It lies below x-axis. When you see together, y is greater than or equal to 0 represent above x-axis, which is in blue in color, and y less than or equal to 0 represent region below x-axis, which is in red in color. These two are not intersect. So it is very clear picture together. When you see your blue color region represent y greater than or equal to 0 and your red color region represent y less than or equal to 0. So far we discussed x greater than or equal to 0, x less than or equal to 0. When you see the regions never intersect. And at the same time, y greater than or equal to 0 and y less than or equal to 0, the region does not intersect. Suppose x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0. See, x greater than or equal to 0 means it lies right of y-axis. For y greater than or equal to 0, it covers above x-axis. Together when you see, the intersection part lies completely in first quadrant. In previous two cases, the intersection part is 0 or it gives empty region. It never intersects. But in case of y greater than or equal to 0 and at the same time x greater than or equal to 0, it covers the intersection region which completely lies in the first quadrant. So whenever the given diagram condition carries x greater than or equal to 0 and at the same time y greater than or equal to 0, then you wanted to consider the complete region must be lies in the first quadrant. When you see separately, it may lies right of y-axis or it may lies above x-axis. But when condition together means you wanted to consider the intersection part. So when x is greater than or equal to 0, at the same time y is greater than or equal to 0, it represents completely in your first quadrant. Your region lies completely in your first quadrant. Got it? Next case in inequalities. For x plus y equal to 3. See the diagram, it represents x plus y equal to 3. Suppose the inequality comes in this case as like x plus y greater than or equal to 3. In this case, randomly choose a point. If it satisfies, then the region lies in the respective point area. Otherwise, opposite area. For example, I will choose 0, 0. When you substitute x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 in the inequality, it gives 0 in the left hand side, 3 in the right hand side. The inequality in between greater than or equal to 3. 0 is greater than or equal to 3. It is a false statement. So, you wanted to shade the region, that is 0, 0 lies below the line. The required region lies above the line, that is which does not cover the point 0, 0. It means when you substitute a point, if it satisfies, you wanted to shade the region where the point lies. If does not satisfied, in this case it does not satisfy. Therefore, you wanted to shade the region opposite to it. Suppose x plus y less than or equal to 3. In this case, take some point randomly. I will take again 0, 0. When you substitute x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, it gives in the left hand side 0 plus 0, 0. The right hand side 3. In between we have less than or equal to. That is 0 less than or equal to 3. It is true. So it satisfies. Therefore, the required region covers the point 0, 0 lies. So in this case, your required region lies below the line. Got it? Note, don't choose a random point which lies on the line itself, because in this case it carries equal sign. Choose a random point below or above the line. It will be comfortable to proceed the problem. Therefore, here we discuss only and x is greater than or equal to 0, y is greater than or equal to 0, and together region, that is intersected part. In this case, it lies completely in the first quadrant. That is x is greater than or equal to 0 and y is greater than or equal to 0 means your intersection region completely lies in the first quadrant. Go through the video at least 2 or 3 times, then only you can able to understand about the line figures and inequalities, region, intersected part, etc. in the plane. Got it? All the very best. Thank you.